What's up? What's up? What's up, boo sugars? This is Sister Slayage, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome for the first time. And even if you're already a member, I'm just gonna welcome you for the first time because this is some new content. This is something I ain't never did before. Well, that's 8 before. So yes, let me get to the business at hand here. Today, I am starting a segment called Girl Game. I ain't gonna tell y'all my age. I'm just gonna let you know. I'm closer to 50 than I am to 20. Yeah. I'm close. Jesus Christ. I'm closer to 50 than I am to 20. And with that being said, over the years, I have gained a tremendous wealth of wisdom from my mentors, my family members, my friends, my co-workers, and most important, from my own personal life experiences. And I find that on this good old YouTube, there are people who give good advice, and there are people who give advice so shitty that the toilet would absolutely object. So I want to start by having a relevant conversation with you all. And that conversation today is 10 ways to set your 2023 New Year's resolution. I'm going to repeat it again for the people in the back. 10 ways to set your 2023 New Year's resolution. How many times have you told yourself that next year, my New Year's resolution would be to lose weight? My New Year's resolution would be to buy a car. My New Year's resolution to save money. But we never really stick to those resolutions. And these 10 things that I have on my list here are going to help you be able to stick to those resolutions and accomplish your overall goal for 2023. So I ain't going to hold you. Let's start with number 1. The first way you can set your 2023 New Year's resolution. First thing first, reevaluate 2022. Yes, the best way to set a goal for 2023 is to reevaluate how you did for 2022. Did you have a New Year's resolution? What was that resolution, and did you meet it? Did you fall off by March? Did you fall off in January? Or were there things in 2023 that you felt you need to enhance or improve and you wanted to carry over to 2023? So number 1, make sure you reevaluate your 2022 year. Even if you didn't set a resolution in 2022, just reevaluate it. If your New Year's resolution is financially driven, take an overview, just overhaul your finances and go back. Look at the things that you maybe should have budgeted on better, or the things you spent too much money on. Just take an overall snapshot of your finances. That way you could properly set a New Year's resolution for 2023 that would be better when it comes to finances. Or if your New Year's resolution is dealing with weight, how much did you weigh at the beginning of 2022? Have you been following up throughout the year? How much weight did you pick up, or how much weight did you lose? Or are you exercising regularly? Are you drinking water? Look at your overall performance when it comes to your weight over 2022, and that will help you jot down and create a measurable goal for 2023. Or if your goal is relationships, be it financial relationship, not financial, romantic relationships. My finances relationship too now. You gotta have a good relationship with money. You gotta love money, girl. You gotta love money so you can attract money. Anyway, but be it better relationships with your family, friends, co-workers, significant other, or if you want to get out of a bad relationship. 2022 was kind of the year for awakening for a lot of people. I'll even use myself as an example. I actually freed myself from a bad relationship. It was really 2021 when I got out of the relationship, but it wasn't really until 2022 when I actually absolved myself of everything dealing with that person in my life. So that could very well apply to you. Do not No judgment here. We've all been through it. And if you haven't been through it, a lot of us gonna go through it. I'm telling you, I got auntie energy. I done been through it all. This hair ain't blonde for no reason, but this blonde is to cover the gray that I have. Ain't no cap. No cap. No cap. So, yes. Evaluate your relationship that you have with your partner now. Is this where you want to be? Okay? Is this where you want to be? Do you see this relationship being fruitful in 2022? And be honest with yourself. Like, okay, we ain't accomplished nothing in 2022 or 2021 or 2020. Then by 2023, exit it. Have a plan and make your New Year's resolution a plan to exit that relationship that doesn't serve you and finding a better relationship with yourself. So I know that was a long one, but number one is to reevaluate 2022 and what your resolutions were and what your goals were. So that's how you can get started. Number two, be honest with yourself. And a part of being honest is just simply managing expectations. If your goal in 2023 is to lose weight and you want to lose 150 pounds, can 150 pounds be done? Absolutely. More than likely it may be some, surgical procedures or some drastic measures to accomplish that weight loss. And that's fine. You do whatever you want to do. You get no judgment here because I need to lose some pounds. But be realistic with yourself. Be honest with yourself. If you are not active at all, and you were not active in 2022 at all, and you may have like certain health conditions that may prohibit you from just hitting the ground running, and you don't necessarily have a good meal plan right now, then that New Year's resolution, you may not be honest with yourself or realistic. You may not be able to accomplish that goal, and that's fine. Set it at 50 pounds. And anything you lose over that, that's a feather in your cap. So just be realistic, because when you're being realistic and being honest with yourself, you have a less likelihood of falling short. You have a greater likelihood of sticking to that goal because you're being honest with yourself and you're managing expectations. Number three, access your New Year's resolution and compare it to your wants and your needs. Is your New Year's resolution something that you really even want? Or are you just repeating talking points that you heard on social media or from your friends or family members or your co-workers? Is this something that feeds your wants, your needs, and your desires? New Year's resolutions are very personal, okay? They're not, losing weight is great, but what are your goals? What do you want? Number four, how will your resolution serve the greater good? Oh, girl, honey, this last child. How will it serve the greater good? And I know this may sound like the third talking point, but it's completely different. Because especially when it comes to us as women, we the older we get, the more our life becomes less just about us. We may have children, we may have spouses, people who depend on us to be the best version of ourselves. And ask yourself, does your New Year's resolution also help with the greater good? Because the better you can do for yourself, the better you can do for the world. And I really believe when it comes to New Year's resolutions, even though they are a personal declaration, I do feel that there is a part of us as human beings that have the desire to serve the greater good and to make the world a better place. So will your resolution make the world a better place? Now, if it doesn't, it's no big deal, because still the goal is to enhance yourself. But I think you'll feel more, you'll feel better about your New Year's resolution if it will help serve the greater good. Number five, create a metric. And the best goals are the ones that are measurable. And when they're measurable, you will be able to see the progress from where you are to where you've come from, and it'll help you better understand where you're going. Okay, so you're creating some type of mental roadmap. So when I say measurable, it doesn't necessarily have to be a numerical metric. It could also be an emotional metric. You were able to measure it and track that goal. If you want to save $10,000, set up a metric. In order for you to save $10,000, break that goal down, set a budget. So by time 3 months in, you can measure, okay, well, I have $3,000 and I'm 3 months in. And if you have $3,000 and you're 3 months in and you have a savings plan, then more than likely you will accomplish your goal of $10,000 by the end of the year. Versus just saying, I want to save $10,000 and you're not checking in or have like some type of monthly or quarterly metric that you're using to track your goal. More than likely, you're not going to stay true to your New Year's resolution, and you probably going to spend $10,000 before you say that shit. Just letting you know, because I've been there. Now, number 6, play the long game and be patient. It's more so mental than anything, because some of the New Year's resolutions that we have may be things that may have come from people's outer voices who may have, we may have internalized those things, and they become our inner voices. I keep going back to losing weight or getting a breast job or getting a what they call it, a BBL. What is your thing? It's your body. I'm not here to judge. Just do it safely. But when it comes to those type of things, are those things that are going to be a short-term goal or a long-term goal? When it comes to New Year's resolutions, the ones that I often hear people set are more long-term goals, and they don't reach them because they're long-term goals. But you can trick yourself. You can still have a long-term goal, but set short-term goal posts. You're going to be able to play the long game a lot better when you meet those goal posts and you reward yourself. Number 7, follow up and modify them as needed. If you set a New Year's resolution and it is something that you realize halfway through the year, I don't really want this, I don't really like this, and you really assessed it, I don't think this is going to be for my greater good, this doesn't serve me, there is nothing wrong with modifying the plan. There's nothing wrong with reassessing, just tearing it down and starting over. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure it's something that you want. Think about, I use, for example, Target. A lot of companies have had to do the same thing where they may have one goal in hand, or maybe doing business one way, may have a certain business model, and they get through the halfway mark and they realize this isn't effective, this isn't working, I'm not growing, I gotta rehash and start over. There's nothing wrong with rehashing and starting over. I promise you it's not. It's a lot better than quitting, especially when it's something that you really want. Okay, now number 8, because I told you I wrote it down. Number 8, write it down. Yes. Like what I did there. You like it, didn't it? Write it down. Put it in your head. Put it in your phone. It's a lot different from writing it down. Make it tangible, okay? Be it a picture on your refrigerator. If you want to go to Greece, take a picture of Greece. Put it on your refrigerator. When you're at work, have Greece as your screensaver. Let that be your why. Because in order for you to do anything and stick to any goal, you have to know why. Think about how many people go their whole lives not discovering their why. It's so sad. I have seen so many people stay around at jobs and relationships, or live in the city, or just do things that they didn't even know why. They just saw everybody else doing it, and they thought that, okay, everybody else got married and had kids at the age of 25, so I should get married and have kids at the age of 25. And then when you're 50, you resent your children. You resent your spouse or whatever, your baby daddy, your baby mama. You have all of this resentment, not because you don't love your kids or your spouse, but because you never took the time to discover your why, okay? So make sure that these things are measurable, that you have pictures, that you write it down, and you know your why. Number 9, reward yourself. Yes, reward yourself. Do not wait until the end of 2023 to reward yourself for your New Year's resolution that you set back in 2022. Everybody needs that extra motivation. Everybody needs that encouragement. If your goal is to save money, buy stock. When you get 3 months in and you got some money saved, you got a little extra on the side, buy some stock. Or if you lost weight, buy yourself a few new outfits so you can feel comfortable about where you are and your goal. You know, reward yourself. Treat yourself. Do not cheat yourself. Don't wait until 2024 to reward yourself for 2023. And of course, accomplishing your resolution is going to be a reward within itself, but there is nothing wrong with celebrating those small milestones and just patting yourself on your back and saying, girl, I did it. And I didn't lose my damn mind in the process. And number 10, I know New Year's resolutions are kind of personal, but share your resolution with your closest friends, family, and confidants, because that is going to be your team. That's going to be your, I'm not the biggest religious person, but it's going to be your prayer squad. Those are going to be your cheerleaders. That's going to be your drill sergeant. Those are the people who love you. They want to see you happy. They want to see you happy. Now, be careful with what you share with what. Now, if your goal is to leave your toxic, abusive boyfriend, do not share with him in 2023, I'm going to leave your punk ass, because he might try to kill you. You got to be quiet about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's different. But when it comes to saving money, there is nothing wrong with telling your friend or your sister, girl, my goal is to save some money, child. Because every time your friend, or they're your real friend now, keyword, real friend, and that's a New Year's resolution too. New Year's resolution, build solid friendships, get rid of fake ones. Amen, want to do it. All right, back to what I was saying. And your friends see you buying all this stuff, every time you look up, you swiping your cards, you're going to be like, Brittany, I thought you were going to save money. You're going to be a little more likely to take your car. You know what, girl? You right. I did say I was going to save me some coins, and I can't save coins by buying every pair of shoes at the Louis Vuitton store. Just have that circle that's going to hold you accountable. And I'm talking about real people that are tried, true, vetted, and tested, that that are here for you. Not no jealous people, because jealous people going to be like, girl, go and buy them shoes. Girl, buy me a pair too. They're not going to make you, make sure you're accountable like that. So that's important. Now, that's all I got. Y'all to listen to me ramble. I do plan on doing more segments like this. If anything, hell, I might just change it over to this type of channel. I don't know yet. But y'all let me know, how did I do for my first go around? I'm sorry I'm doing all this blinking, baby. These lashes is not passion. They're going to make me lash out. But let me know how did I do. Let me know if this helps you. If you have a friend or a family member or just a random crackhead that say, I got a New Year's, girl, share this video with that crackhead. Girl, them crackheads be having phones these days. Baby, some of these crackheads be having some, they be on, they crackheads, but they, shit. Crack ain't free. They got money somehow. So they be having phones and everything. Share that video with your favorite neighborhood crackhead. Once you buy that TV off of him, be like, hey, there's this big mouth, blonde head, fat girl named Sister Slay. Y'all, she dropping knowledge. And I want you to see her video and share it with your crackhead friends, girl. It's okay. Their New Year's resolution may be to get off crack. And that's wonderful, because crack kills. And crack is whack. So you may be helping somebody by sharing my video. And if you're not helping anybody, I'm sorry. Use it for yourself to help you. And if you like and subscribe, you might be helping me too, because I'm crazy. Anyway, Happy New Year, people. Y'all enjoy. Y'all be careful, y'all. Celebrate safely. Don't drink and drive. Don't do this, y'all. It's not worth it. You can't accomplish a New Year's resolution if you're not here. Okay? All right. Love you, Boo Sugars. Like, subscribe, and do share if you care. Talk to you later. Bye.